comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here with a speculation video for the most part. I was at a local Comic Con that was in its first year at an expo center here, Fairfax, Virginia, and it was actually really decent con. They had a bunch of comic book vendors, and then obviously some of the cosplay and the pops and some toys and things like that. Things for a younger audience a lot in a lot of the cases. So, but I did have some success with the comic books, and most of the comic books I found were $1, and made some good investments, I think. And some of these are getting a lot of steam in the speculation market. So, so just going to show off what I picked up. I keep on wanting to do different videos, but then I keep on finding books I want to do hauls for. So I'll get there, I promise. So thanks for all my new subscribers. We're at 924-ish. So I'm on the road to 1,000. So anyone that's new, hit that like button, subscribe, join the fun, because I do a lot of comic book hauls and I'm trying to develop some new content. So let's get into the haul. I have a stack that's actually pretty decent. I didn't think I had this many from the convention. I still have some other books I want to show off, but I'm just going to hold off and do that in a different video. So I was surprised I found this. Doctor Strange 44. Donny Cates is the writer that's doing Cosmic Ghost Rider now, and he's the Thanos writer. So he has been speculating on, or playing with speculators about the Cyttorak, is it the god, or the gem, the Cyttorak that turns Juggernaut into the Juggernaut, turns Cain Marko into Juggernaut. And so this is apparently the first appearance of Cyttorak. So possibly tied to the Cosmic Ghost Rider run or the upcoming Thanos Legacy run. I'm not quite sure. But when I found it for $1, I said, of course, I'll just pick it up. So I was surprised to find that in a bin, and I found it around noon of that day. So the con had been open for 2 hours at that point, so people had passed over it. And actually, it shows going back, it shows that when you do a first pass, you should always go back. So I had some extra time, so I went back to this guy's booth. It was the first booth I went to, didn't buy anything. Second booth I went to, I bought like $15 worth of stuff. And actually I got this for less than $1 because it was buy 10, get 5 free. And so I bought 15 and paid $10 for all of the batch. So I got this in that batch. I also got this other spec book, Rune versus Venom. I remember picking this up back in the day. I think I had it and I sold a bunch of my collection years ago, and this was probably sold off. But it is the first Venom with wings, Bat Venom, I've seen it called. So if you see this in your LCS or your back issue bins, pick it up. I was a fan of Rune from the Malibu time when they were doing their comics. It was the Barry Windsor Smith collection, or a Barry Windsor Smith character, I should say. And then he stopped drawing it, and I lost interest because I was a big BWS fan. And I'm sad he's not doing comics anymore. I think he's still alive. That'd be a shame if we didn't know. He's probably retired. But this is an awesome one. I was just looking, I saw they had some Ruin. I was like, they don't have it. They don't have it. They do. So I picked it up. I need to bag and board that as well. This is another one to keep your eye out for. Avengers Initiative number 7. Beyond having a cool Iron Spider costume or cover, this is also the presumed first appearance of Vox, VOX, from the Death of Inhumans storyline, the guy that's killing all of the Inhumans. He is called Vox in here, and he does not look like that character, but he does have some similarities in the jaw and his outfit. It looked like he was Earthbound, worked in the Avengers Initiative. So hidden first appearance. He's in one panel, I think. So I don't know if this is technically a cameo, but another Donny Cates appropriation, maybe. So he seems to be driving speculators mad. I found this for the first time, the Question number 17, the first appearance of Rorschach. And this is a super clean copy. I've never owned this. I've always missed out. And finally picked it up. It's a black cover, and those black covers are hard, and I may just get this graded. It's a 9.6 all day, maybe a 9.8. There is like a little bit at the top where some of the corner starts to like, peel off, or I don't know what you would call it. So that might downgrade it, but everything else seemed perfect. I was going to sell it, but I think I might hold on to it. Had to do this for $1. Youngblood 2, another copy of it, card intact, first appearance of Prophet. Also on the flip side, it's the first appearance of Shadowhawk. They're probably not doing anything with him, but you never know. All right. Avengers 260. This is, I think, the second appearance of Nebula, and seems to be getting a lot of traction out there, maybe more than her first appearance. Maybe not. It's unsubstantiated. I've seen her first appearance go higher, but this is, I think, her connection to Thanos in this issue with the Sanctuary. And actually, he's right in the book. I just flipped to it. So it's the connection to Nebula and Thanos. That's a good one to pick up. Less than $1. Found these Avengers 236 and 316. Spidey joins the Avengers for a period of time. This one I think was getting some steam back in the movie, one of the most recent Avengers movies, because Spidey was on the team there, so Spidey book in Avengers would go well. Both of them are newsstand, so pretty cool to have. And then Punisher Countdown, Punisher 103. I used to have all of these, sold them off way back when. Super cool cover, super crisp, beautiful, beautiful condition. Low print run comic book. So whenever you see the Countdown issues, always good to pick up if they're cheap. So Baltimore Comic Con is coming up, and Mike Zeck will be there. So I have my Secret Wars 8, 7, the first black costume Spidey. I had that signed and remarked by him. What I want to do is, I love this Fearful Symmetry Spidey, Kraven's Last Hunt storyline that Mike Zeck did. And his artwork's pretty killer. It's just an epic run. And I'd like to get him to sign all of them and just slab them. It's a favorite of mine. It's something that would be in my PC. He has a super cool signature. And so I think I'm going to pick up second copies of these so that he can sign them. I have them all, but I'm looking for some higher grade of these. So there's 2 in Spectacular Spider-Man, there's 2 in Web of Spider-Man, and there's 2 in Amazing Spider-Man. And those are the amazing cover books where Kraven is basically dancing on Spider's grave, and then he eventually commits suicide. Spoiler warning. So just an epic run for Spidey. So this is one of 5. It's actually part 6, but it just wanted to get these and hold on to them. And 1 of 6, I should say. And this is a newsstand, so I'm actually looking for the newsstand ones of these on eBay. Just some higher grade ones that I can get slabbed without paying a arm and a leg. That's my plan. I also found, I thought this went for some money, but it doesn't. X-Men Messiah Complex #1, second print. Cool cover. I don't know if this is internal cover, internal art. I don't think so. Looks like a new cover just for the second print. You got Gambit, you got the Marauders, you got Mr. Sinister, who is I'm a huge favorite. He's a huge favorite of mine. So just a cool book to have. I've never seen that in the wild. Picked up a second copy of the first appearance of Zorn, the X-Men Annual, new X-Men Annual, I should say, 2001. So the first appearance of Zorn. Picked up Thor Annual 11 again. I found this not too long ago, so another one of these for $1. Why not? I picked this one up. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the first adult Hope. Is that correct? Cable 21. Hope goes in the future with Cable and comes back as an adult. So I might be wrong on this. So don't take my word for it. Look it up. But this was fetching some money back when, and might still be, but I haven't done my research on this one yet. And it's a cool painted cover, it seems. All right. First appearance of Lady Deathstrike, Alpha Flight 33, Mike Mignola cover. Another one I'll pick up all day for $1. These I've passed by for a while, these Astonishing X-Men variant covers, but then I decided I really like it. And John Cassidy would be cool to have sign these. He was actually at the con. Surprise, surprise. I mean, it's such a small con. It's a, Fairfax is a suburb of Washington, D.C. That's where the con was in Fairfax. But the organizers of this were Richmond Comic Con. So they obviously have a little bit of cachet, and they were able to bring John in. So I didn't get him to sign anything because if I get stuff signed, I prefer to have it graded so that it's verified. I don't have to debate it later. But these are super cool, so it'd be cool to have him to sign one of those. And just for giggles, I bought this Avengers Annual 16. It's got some wear, could use a press. It's got some, I think it's water damage, some waviness, but it's got Captain Marvel, it's got Drax. It's got some really cool cosmic stuff going on. So figured I'd take a look and check it out. I've never seen it before. This was cool. So I bought this for $5. Bing, bing, bing. Never seen the newsstand before. It's in really decent shape. It could use a little press probably. Didn't realize it had another book in the back, but I don't want that book. I just want this book. So this guy had it for $5, and it was a newsstand. So those are harder to find in that X-Force. Also for $5, Son of Satan #1. He's getting a little bit of buzz because of that Venom cover. There's a Venom chest with the pentagram on his chest. So I figured, why not pick this up? Damien Hellstrom. Just never have seen this in the wild. And I'm, again, Barry Windsor Smith. Big Barry Windsor Smith fan. So I got the Conan the Barbarian king size #1. And I got this for $1. It is not in the best condition, but it's BWS, and I have some of his other Conan books for the time being. So I thought I'd just hold on to it. Also another cool cover I've never seen before, 214, Avengers versus Ghost Rider. That's just a different book. Cool Ghost Rider cover. Haven't ever seen him tackling the Avengers before, so picked that up. I was trying to fill out that, so since they were buy 10, get 5 free, I needed to kind of pick them up, so that's why I picked up some of this. I also picked up Silver Surfer 50 for $1, less than $1. Picked up 46. I love Adam Warlock. It's a newsstand. It's in really great condition for $1. One of my favorite covers. Also picked up 36. Got some Captain Marvel and Warlock appearance going on. Also picked up, you're still finding these, Exiles 86, the prototype of the Hulk, Wolverine Hulk, whatever they want to call it, Weapon H. Just a cool Phoenix cover, Classic X-Men #9 by Art Adams. At another vendor, I picked up for $3 Wonder Woman 105, first appearance of Cassie, who is Wonder Girl. So this is more of a long-term spec. There's not much going on with this right now, I don't think. I'm less attuned to the DC spec than I am to the Marvel, because I'm a big Marvel fan. But they may eventually use Wonder Girl in a property, so why not have that in there? Unless they use Donna Troy, then of course this is obsolete. But pick this up for $3. I used to have it. Bring it back to the collection. This one for $1. It's a solid $6 to $10 book all day. New 52, week 9. This is a cameo or first appearance of Kate Kane in her Batwoman costume. Of course, we all know, I think it's 52 number 11 that we're looking for, which has Batwoman on the cover, and that's the one to go for. But this is a good second when you find it. This next one, you're going to be like, what the F? I picked this up as an impulse, and it was $10. I remember listening to a podcast and thinking, it's a hard book to find. I've never seen it before. Care Bears #7. It's got the Marvel 25th anniversary border. This is apparently a hard one to find. It's in decent shape. I may hold on to it. I may flip it. There's not many on eBay. Some of them are going for $45 right now. So whether they'll sell for that is another story. But for now, I picked this up. I didn't have many big purchases at this con. The last but not least purchase is a book that is a incentive, San Diego Comic Con incentive, that was on sale online. I tried to buy it online. They had sold out by the time I got the notice. Actually, I couldn't find it anywhere on their page. Usually they say sold out, and that's KRS, which I don't love. I think it was KRS or Comic Exposure, one of the two. So this vendor had it on the wall, and I'm a sucker for Black Costume Spidey. And Amazing Spider-Man #1, Del Otto. Just a really cool, I mean, Spidey's never been this muscular. But he's got arms for days, and he is ready to attack. And there's a Virgin cover of this too. I didn't care so much about the Virgin, but this one, just to get a copy, was pretty cool. And it's about going rate online right now, $40 plus shipping, a little bit more. So $40 at the con. Knew it was in good condition, near mint condition, and it was from a seller that I knew I've seen around, and happy to support them. So that's the haul. Definitely a lot of spec there, more so in the beginning of the video with those Donny Cates and inspired spec. The first Vox, the first Rune, or the first Bat Venom, and the first Sitarak. Maybe this stuff will go somewhere, maybe it won't. And I'm probably going to be looking to move some of this. So if you've seen anything you like, let me know. Some of it's personal collection, some of it's not. But I'm probably going to get myself organized in the next several weeks and have another sale on YouTube. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but those of you that are interested, I'll probably be posting something in the coming weeks if I can get myself organized and see what I can do. I also have 2 Grail unboxings on their way. One is here, but I'm holding off on opening it until I get that second one. It's in transit. It's supposed to be delivered Friday to an office. It didn't get delivered, but it's still in the process. It's registered mail, so there is some tracking going on there. So it hasn't moved since Friday, so hopefully tomorrow it gets delivered, and we'll go with that. It's insured and all that, so I'm not too worried. But that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. It went on a little bit longer, but I did have quite a heck of a lot of comic books to go through. So hope everyone's well. Thanks for subscribing. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, comment below. Would love to hear from you. What do y'all think about the spec? Has legs? Don't have legs? I mean, we all are critics about it. I'm even a critic of some of it. So we'll see what happens. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.